The heartbeat of competition, the drama of the moment. This is NASCAR on McBlam Racing.
The monster at Dover was kept at bay last weekend, but a new challenge arrives here for these teams as the pressure is on to perform in front of NASCAR's home crowd. Good afternoon, race fans. I'm Micah McBlam, your commentator and driver of the number 22 Moneyline Mustang for Roger Penske Racing, and there is an air of nerves and excitement amongst the future stars of NASCAR. Everyone is looking for a home team advantage, but when every team is the home team, the only result is a backyard brawl. Either way, race fans, you're in for an action-packed thrill ride. McBlam Racing welcomes you to the NASCAR Xfinity Series running of the second ALSCO 300, this time here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on weekly NASCAR racing content during the real-life NASCAR season. He might be second in points, but today he starts the race from the P1 position. Cole Custer was this week's NASCAR Heat 4 pole award, garnering his second pole position of the season. In the last two races, the driver who started out front managed to finish there. We'll have to see if the 00 can continue the trend here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we are getting set for NASCAR Xfinity Series racing, the field is set. Elliott Sadler, for the second time in 2 weeks, fails pre-race inspection. He's going to be starting at the back of the field, leaving us to start P37 on the inside lane, but it's going to be second in place Cole Custer, who is going to lead the future stars to the line. Green flag is in the air. Let's bring the noise at Charlotte. First lap of the race is complete. Michael Annett takes over the race lead. Out of nowhere, I saw that happening up ahead of me in turn 3. Michael Annett got to the inside of Brandon Jones and Cole Custer, as we're trying to work our way through traffic here into treacherous turn 3 and 4. Yep, slid up the track just a little bit. That's pretty par for the course for us. It's going to take us a few laps to get turns 3 and 4 under control. But this is my second time running here at Charlotte in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Remember, we did a hot seat for Cesar Baccarella, and we raced the number 90 car. And just as it did then, oh man, we slid up the racetrack big time there. We missed the corner. Like I said, it's turns 3 and 4 is a tough corner for us. It always has been, and literally every iteration of the video games, turn 3 and 4 has always been a tough set of corners for us. But like I said, you give me a few laps under the belt, I can start to figure it out and understand what I need to do here to not mess up turns 3 and 4 too badly. As we've just got an absolute log jam up ahead of us here. There's nowhere to go. These guys, there is literally nowhere to go. I'm literally stuck. Oh, this is not good. Usually I try to set a goal position of P15 by the end of the stage, but this might screw us over here. Ooh, caught the apron a little bit there. Here comes Kazgrala, shoves us out of the way. There's that whole, like, you leave a little bit of bottom open, and they take that real estate. So we give Kazgrala a tap going into turn 1, letting him know we're not appreciative of that. That could have been a whole lot worse. But we managed to keep it under controls. We get around the 07 and, sorry, the 8 and the 07. Oh, we missed the corner once again. And we catch the wall as a result of it. Zane Smith gets right back on by us. We got 4 laps to go in stage number 1. Zane tried to keep us pinned down there, trying to mess up our entry into turn 1. And then he doesn't go to the wall, which just pinches us off of turn number 2. But we still managed to clear him. We gained the position up into P21. Alright, not too terrible of a turn 3 and 4 that time. But how about Michael Annett? Michael Annett, who pretty much dominated Dover. However, his Junior Motorsports teammate gave him one heck of a run for his money in the third final stage. But yeah, Michael Annett is just on a tear currently. Trying to work his way up into the points. I don't remember where exactly he is in the points, but he's trying to work his way up there. We are just worked ourselves into P20. Going to try to get around former points leader Brandon Brown, who, like I said, had very, very, very good speed earlier on this season. But just as the season started to go on, he started to falter, and he's been kind of running back here around the P20, P25 area. White flag in the air for stage number 1. Oop. Got to get out of the gas for Tommy Joe Martins. Thought about going to his outside, but no need to try to burn the tires up too much. Into 3 and 4. Michael Annett, for the 4th time in 2 races, wins a stage. So it's going to be Michael Annett. Let's see. Cole Custer started on the pole. He finished the stage 2nd. Jeffrey Earnhardt up there in 3rd. Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell round out the top 5. Chase Briscoe, Noah Gragson, John Hunter Nemechek, Greg Galding, and Brandon Jones, who started outside pole, falls all the way back to P10. So, okay. Got some comers and goers very, very early on this race. Let's see what happens in stage number 2. I'm going to go ahead and take 4 tires and fuel, not change a thing on the race car. Maybe we'll worry about that later on in the race, but for right now, green flag is back in the air. Annett the Threat's going to lead us down into turn number 1. A little bit loose on the inside of Ryan Sieg there, but he gives us some room. Appreciate that, buddy. Things got a little bit hairy with us starting on the outside lane, which usually, I mean, it's usually not too bad. It's when you have to go on the outside in turns 3 and 4, that's when it becomes a little bit of an issue. As we get around Justin Haley going 3 wide inside of Jeremy Clements. Clements wisely backs out of that. We get to the inside of BJ McLeod. Don't mess up the turn. Don't mess up the turn. That's all right. We clip the apron a little bit here and there. That's going to happen. But here comes Justin Haley with a big head of steam. Look at Earnhardt. Earnhardt takes over the lead. here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. There is an Earnhardt out front at Charlotte, ladies and gentlemen. Earnhardt looking to rally back. He had a very, very tough finish at Dover after losing a tire. He wound up crashing in the closing laps and unfortunately could not finish the race. BJ McLeod just kind of almost killed our momentum there, but we do manage to get to his inside. Hopefully clear. Brandon Jones is just steadily falling back. Brandon Jones now outside of the top 10. Ooh, oh man, got really loose there. Really loose center of the turn. Ooh boy, oh, Brandon tried to pitch us off. He couldn't keep it. Brandon sideways. Does he save it? No, he doesn't. Caution is out.
You ain't gonna pitch me off the corner like that. I am not doing that.
Yeah, we need a little bit more room to get off the corner there, Brandon. We need a little bit more room to get off the corner there, but he's probably not going to be too happy with us after this race, but that's all right. We'll talk about it later on. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air, and Jeffrey Earnhardt is going to lead us down into turn number 1 here at Charlotte. 3 to go in stage number 2. 3 wide on the start, back to try to work our way into the top 10 inside of Ross Chastain. Ooh, big check up there. The 23 chopped off the 98. 98 had the check up. We've worked our way into the top 10. Ooh, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. All right, getting a little bit of a better handle on turns 3 and 4. Okay, Tyler. Probably could have gave him a little bit more room there. That's more my fault than anything. Oh, man, inside of John Hunter Nemechek, inside of Gregson. We got tight in the corner there. My bad. My bad, Gregson. My bad. We got really tight on entry there, which is not something I'm used to having, but I am noticing the tire wear starting to affect the right front a little more than it is the right rear. And how about Greg Galding? Greg Galding up here in the top 5, but we're about to take that position away from him if we can. Ooh, yeah, we're really tight on entry right now. Something we didn't really have to fight with during stage number 1, but again, just like at Dover, we were going a lot slower in stage number 1. Tried to pull off a slide job on the 08 car. He has none of it, but he does give us more room than Brandon Jones gave us off the corner. We finished the stage P3. Oh, sorry, P5. I was looking at P3 of Michael Annette, but Jeffrey Earnhardt wins himself a stage here at Charlotte. Fans got to be on their feet for that one. Cole Custer, who started on the pole, finishes second. Michael Annette in third. Christopher Bell and myself round out the top 5. We have Greg Galding, Noah Gragson, Tyler Reddick, John Hunter Nemechek, and Chase Briscoe, who will round out the top 10 for the stage. We're going to go ahead and bring it down pit road. Debating on changes, but I think I'm just going to stick with what I got for right now. See how the race is going to play out, because we do need to see how this car is going to handle in the long run, especially when we start having to deal with traffic. So here we go. Green flag is back in the air. Stage 3 is underway. Earnhardt leads him to the line. Ooh, big jump on the start there immediately. Almost challenging for the lead as we get to the inside of Earnhardt. He chops us off. He protects the bottom. Oh, here comes Christopher Bell. Also with a big head of steam. As we go to the inside of Earnhardt. Can we keep it there? No, we can't. Here comes Christopher Bell. Cole Custer challenging on the outside. I tried to squeeze him out there. The 00 has none of it. He's still fighting back on the outside. Contact going into turn number 1. As the number 7 of Junior Motorsports now challenging, or not the number 7, that's Michael Annette. All right. Can we do anything with Earnhardt here? Caught the apron a little bit. They're going to split us 3 wide off turn number 4. Somehow we kept that straight. Cole Custer and Michael Annett just absolutely kept their foot in it. Yeah, I thought that was the 7 car, because the 7's also running a patriotic paint scheme here at Charlotte. Let's see if we can do anything with Cole Custer looking to his inside. And, oh, we're so loose center of the corner. The center of the corner of the car is just really, really loose. It just wants to snap around on us. That allowed Christopher Bell to get by us. We fall back to 5th place. Yeah, we're squealing these tires, man. So we went from battling a loose condition in stage number 1. We went from battling a loose condition, stage number 1, to battling a tight condition in stage number 2. And now we're back to battling a loose condition in stage number 3. Swings and roundabouts, man, but oh man. Yeah, we're about to lose it here. Even though the right front seems to be wearing a whole lot more, the car is just a handful. It wants to try to loop around on us. But we just need to be patient here. Kind of wait for these guys to come back to us. 21 laps to go. And oh, okay, so now we're back tight. Now we're back tight. Okay, that right front tire is starting to show its true colors now. We're just going to go ahead and let these guys go. I'm not going to try to... Not going to get in their way. Yeah, we got no front tire grip now. Well, that's unfortunate. We fall back to P10. I think we got Chase Briscoe on our inside here. Ooh. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this car is bad on the long run. This car is bad on the long run. This is the same setup we ran last year. But keep in mind, we were running a 4-star car, I want to say. Not Chase Briscoe, but the number 90 car, I think is a 4-star car. We were running that last year, so now we've got a little bit more speed to be concerned about. So we just need to be a little bit more patient. Excuse me. Just need to be a little bit more patient. Let the car kind of... Just try to take what the car can give us for right now. We still got plenty of laps to go in this stage. There's no reason to try to push it too hard right now. We got 18 to go, 5 laps to go in the tank currently. Earnhardt's just out here just killing it, man. He's got no pressure from behind. Needs you to go up there. Wall's up there. Wall's up there, John Hunter. Yeah, he's got no pressure from behind right now. And oddly enough, when we're not trying to drive the car too hard, car feels okay. Car feels okay, but we definitely have to be a lot more careful. We don't have the grip on the front tires, but we definitely don't have we just don't have anything in that right rear, which is interesting. But the car, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like loose and tight at the same time. But here we go. Now catching up to Noah Gragson. In his alternate paint scheme, the number 9. He's going to give us the outside. I don't really want the outside going into turn number 3. In fact, I don't even know how this is even going to play out. I did not expect Gragson to be that... sorry, not Gragson, but Gaulding. I did not expect him to be that slow on the top. That caused a major... What I would refer to as an arcadey arrow push, because we got into the back of Gaulding and we suffered because of that. Pitting this time by Don't know who's pitting. That looks like number 2 of Reddick, the number 20 of Christopher Bell coming down pit road. Earnhardt still leading this race. I'm curious as to see what's going to happen if this race goes green. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. Oh, Cole Custer's challenging right now. Cole Custer dives to the inside of Earnhardt. He takes over the race lead. But they are currently all coming down pit road. We're going to go ahead and follow them. Come on, back it on down. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, so we're going to make some adjustments to the race car. Hopefully this will make us better on this very short run that we've got going on here. Ooh, had to check up for the number 10 car. I'm curious to see where he's actually winding up. Because like I said, this is a second weekend in a row for Elliott Sadler starting at the back because of failing tech inspection. So I'm curious to see where he winds up at the end of the race. So 4 tires, fuel, repaired the damage, didn't lose really any positions. Didn't really lose any positions. We're coming out P8, which is essentially where we were when we came down pit road. Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick drove by there, so yeah, I think we're good. Christopher Bell's currently leading the race. Did the 20 car have the strategy? Did the 20 car play the strategy right? I'm curious. And oh no, we have a caution up ahead of us, Greg Golding! We're not coming down pit road to fix that. We're just not coming down pit road to fix that. No, we're not. We're just not. So problems for the 08 of Greg Golding after pretty much running in the top 5 all race long. We've got some pit strategy going on here. Several cars pitting, several cars not pitting. Oh, this is interesting. Which, I guess it makes sense. The guys that pitted earlier are going to be like a lap short, so they're going to have to pit. But they're going to pit for fuel only. They're likely not going to take tires. We're going to go ahead and stay out. Gain 5 spots through that cycle there. Cole Custer and Earnhardt leads them to the line. Green flag is back in the air. Oh, big jump for the 00. Big jump for the 22 as we're going 3 wide for the lead in turn number 1. Adios, boys. We got us a set of goodbyes on this car. We pulled about half a second on these guys. It probably won't last. Ooh, yeah, it probably won't last. This car is not good on cold tires. Yeah, we're going to be fighting to try to hold these guys off, but I don't know how long that'll happen. We could really, really, really drive it hard in turn 1 and 2. Basically breathe the throttle just for a little bit, get back to the gas, but Cole Custer is coming. But it's turns 3 and 4 that are really going to be a problem. Man, he closed that gap big time. Just a couple of car lengths back. And gaining quickly, 7 to go. He is there. Looking to the inside. Can we hold off the hard-charging Cole Custer? We battled at Dover. Oh, we missed the turn. We get up into the wall. Cole Custer drives on by. Here comes Earnhardt. We kicked up a little bit of grass there. Cole Custer, after starting on the pole, finally inherits the race lead back. So we're trying to fight side by side with Earnhardt. We got loose off turn number 2. Unfortunately, we're taking a back seat to these guys for right now. But if we can If we finish P3, we'll still hang on to the points lead, but we got 5 laps to go. Oh, here comes Earnhardt. Earnhardt is now within a few car lengths of Cole Custer. Custer trying to keep that draft broken. And here comes the 18. Earnhardt wanting to challenge for the lead once again here at Charlotte. Can you imagine the reaction if that 18 wins here in front of the home crowd? 4 laps to go. We are reeling them back in. Oh, here we come. We're reeling them back in. Is there enough time? Off turn number 2, we're catching them in the draft of Earnhardt. Earnhardt looks to the inside. Cole Custer comes down to cover. Earnhardt tries to get a run on the high side. Can he make it? Cole Custer holds him off. 3 to go here at Charlotte. Come on, we're there. We're sniffing the draft. Ooh, sideways in turn number 1. Off turn number 2. Ooh, we got a big jump that time, right on the back bumper of Earnhardt. If we can just get to him. We there. Oh, this has become a big battle now. We get to the inside of Earnhardt off turn number 4. 2 laps to go here at Charlotte. We're side by side for second. Cole Custer trying to hold us off. Down into turn 1. We clear Earnhardt. Onto the back bumper of Cole Custer. We tap him off turn number 2. Right in his draft. Looking to the inside. Side by side into turn number 3. Cole Custer fighting back on the outside. Side by side as we come to the stripe. We bump down the front stretch. White flag in the air. One more time around. Side by side into turn number 1. We clear him. Off turn number 2. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Running low to keep the draft broken. And for the second time in video game history, we're going to come off turn 4 and we are going to win at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Woo! An amazing comeback finish here at Charlotte. Unbelievable run. I'm not going to lie to you. I had pretty much given up on it when we messed up turn number 3 and 4 that time. We messed up the center of the turn. I pretty much had given up. But the long run paid dividends. We caught back up. We made a miraculous comeback to win this race. And that is our Sunoco race winning moment here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Alright guys, so here are the race results for the ALSCO 300 linen and uniform rental services, all those names here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we capture our second all-time victory at Charlotte. Hardest fought win I ever had to fight for in my entire life, followed by Cole Custer, who's absolutely unrelenting, second in points, finished second in the race, and Jeffrey Earnhardt rounds out P3. After winning a stage, he was unfortunately relegated to basically watching the events go down, and in terms of the fight for the lead, Chase Briscoe rebounds back after Dover with a solid top 5, and rounding out the top 5 will be John Hunter Nemechek. Christopher Bell with a much-needed top 10, finishes 6th. Mike Lynette, who won stage number 1, finishes 7th. Tyler Reddick in 8th. 9th is Noah Gragson, rallying back after Dover, and rounding out the top 10 is going to be Ross Chastain. I believe that's the second top 10 back-to-back, and here's the rest of the field where you can pick out your favorite driver. Not a bad finish for the zero car of Garrett Smithley. He's usually the worst of the Flex Seal cars, but he's been running pretty decent so far. The fall steadily happens for Brandon Brown, though. He had so much momentum at the beginning of this season, but he has just been steadily declining as the first half of this season continues. Morgan Shepherd, the GOAT, finishes 33rd, but heartbreak of the race has to go to Mike Harmon. He probably won't be in the actual heartbreak moments later on, but that's got to be heartbreak just because he nearly had a top 10 at Dover. He had been running really well, and unfortunately, DNF's out of the race, finishing 38th and last place. Fastest lap of the race goes to Cole Custer with a 29.9, just about 30 seconds. Most laps led goes to Jeffrey Earnhardt. Unfortunately, did not lead the most important lap. On the move, starting all the way in the back, finishing first is myself. And the tough break of the race actually goes to Greg Gaulding, who started 9th and finishes all the way back in 28th. I still say the tough break is actually Mike Harmon, but moving on. And here are the point standings after Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's myself still in the points lead, 61 points over Cole Custer. Again, just absolutely unrelenting. Cannot get away from this man. But it's still a 2-point runaway over Tyler Reddick, Michael Annett still maintaining in the 4th spot, and then John Hunter Nemechek rounding out the top 5. We have Justin Allgaier, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Justin Haley. Rounding out the top 10 is Ray Black Jr. Okay, I didn't expect him to move his way up there, but he did. Steadily falling back, however, is Elliott Sadler. He had some decent races earlier on, but again, he was starting to fall back, as well as Brandon Brown, who now finds himself 15th and not necessarily safe from Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain is really right there at him within about 50 points or so. And we also have Garrett Smithley still sitting there comfortably in the top 25. Mike Harmon unfortunately falls farther from the top 25 as he had a really, really rough race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And then bringing up the rear still is Timmy Hill. So as you can hear, guys, my voice is absolutely blown out. I got a little bit too overexcited. Like, you know, it's Charlotte. You know, it's my, technically would be my home track. You know, right here in the old backyard and everything like that. Technically, it's in John's backyard, but you know, it's like it's my home track. I never do well there. I never ever do well there, and it's just. The emotion just gets to you. The emotion just gets to you, and then you know, you gotta let it out sometimes. And that was an amazing run to the finish there. And I had some wonderful encouragement here on my right side, which I greatly appreciate. but yeah, it was. Heck of a race, heck of a run to the end. I pretty much had relegated myself to finishing 3rd after I got passed. And I was like, you know, and I was also thinking, like, if I could have got to Earnhardt and maybe, you know, gave him a shove, maybe I could have shoved him past Cole Custer. Because, you know, like, it's still, you know, Earnhardt State, you know, born in Kannapolis. He's like, you know, not very far from Charlotte. You know, it'd be cool to have an Earnhardt win at Charlotte. But gotta give props to him though, because Earnhardt's been having some tough goes at it, and to rally back for a top 5 and win a stage, like he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. He just needs to be a lot more consistent if he's going to run for a championship. But also, I forgot to give this away. Get that out of the way, so that's not there. But also, this is just a tough racetrack. A lot of people don't like coming to this racetrack because, you know, the physics are a little bit wonky on it, but also, like, you know, you have the issue with getting loose off of turn number 4, where you just kind of snap loose, and it's like there's not a whole lot you can do about it. But it's also just a very hard racetrack to get around. Turn 1 and 2, yeah, no problem. You get to turns 3 and 4, and it's a whole different ballgame from any other mile and a half you ever go to. So it was a struggle to get through the field. A lot of times it was fun. But
I never expected that. I never expected that. I'm glad I made the right call to get 4 tires. If I was on those old tires, it would have been a completely different story. And just not giving up. Not giving up. It's never over until it's over. And trust me, I thought when I got past, I was like, yeah, it's probably a done deal. I was thinking like, I'll probably catch up, but not be able to pass, which is why I was thinking like, man, if I can catch up, maybe I can give, Earnhardt a shove. But I caught him and I was like, well, I'm going for it. I was right there. So I was just like, I'm going for it. And I'm like, just hold on. Hold on. And I got extremely loose off turn number 4, that very, very last turn. I mean, I could have easily wrecked it again, Texas, all over again, but that didn't happen. We held on to it and we got our second all-time win at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. The home track advantage worked. It worked out. It played out. And we got our incentive contract, 3 top 10s within the 4 races. And by God, we needed that because you see what's coming up next. We all know what the deal is with Pocono. And now I did say when I was doing the whole career mode setup and all that kind of stuff, I did say that, yeah, I'm probably going to skip Pocono. I'm probably just going to simulate it and go from there because of how badly the track handles and how, crazy the AI can get and stuff like that. And they're pretty much going full throttle through the tunnel turn. And it's just like, that's not realistic whatsoever. So if you let off just a little bit, you just get absolutely run over. But, after this, Pocono doesn't matter all that much. It does matter in terms of points, right? But after this, we got the incentive contract and, the win at the home track, I'm feeling in a good mood. So we're going to Pocono. We're going to Pocono. I'm probably going to regret everything immediately the second I get on that racetrack. But we're going to Pocono. And we're going to just do our absolute best. It's probably going to be a 30-something place finish. But it is what it is. We'll do our absolute best. That's the only thing that we can do. It's the only thing we can hope for. But anyway, guys, that is all I got. I need to go and rest my voice. That is all I got for today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing here on McBlam Racing. If you enjoy these races, I do them every weekend following the NASCAR Xfinity Series IRL. So be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Leave a like on the video, comment down below, hashtag home field advantage. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you at Pocono. I'm not looking forward to that.